save it.
So you buy stuff with it.
I put it in my piggy bank.
You can like buy a house.
Save it to buy your car.
Give it to charity. Save it for college.
Put them in the bank.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. When you're ready to start, we're ready to help with auto insurance. Get started at countryfinancial.com/simple-steps.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. You're just standing there literally watching everything that you knew as your childhood, just the love in your home, and it's just going up in flames and there's nothing you can do about it.
I asked her, in the event that there was a tragedy or something happened, how would they rebuild? What would they do? And I think that's when it registered with her that they wouldn't be able to.
My parents had no mortgage, so they thought they needed no insurance. This was the time that we needed it. I just would have never dreamed. Thank goodness for Judy. She convinced me that we needed homeowners insurance. The morning after the fire, I called Judy. And she's like, you don't worry about a thing.
So I got up to the Ramey household. I sat with her mom, and she cried. I cried. But I told her that things were going to be okay. Country would take care of her.
Judy and Country Financial were 100% put into our lives for a reason. We could have never afforded to build back another home like Country Financial has built, and I'm so thankful for that, truly. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. This is Cheryl Williams with Country Financial, and today we're back with you after a little bit of a break, and we just want to pick up where we left off. I actually first have a country radio commercial that I'm going to just read. It was put together by marketing people, and it says, we know that every driver is different, and a one-size policy does not fit all. That's why Country Financial offers a variety of discounts, so you get coverage you need and the savings you deserve. From good driver to good student, multi-policy to multi-car, we've got a discount to suit every driver. So you need to call me, Cheryl Williams, today at 630-217-2626. 62759 to see what we could save. Discounts vary by state. Policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, or Country Casual Insurance Company in Bloomington, Illinois. So that's just a nice little commercial about the discounts that Country offers. And don't really talk a lot about what we offer specifically, so I thought I'd add that in there today. But we want to pick up where we left off the last time, just talking about car insurance, auto insurance. We talked about liability, collision, comprehension, all of that the last time. So we want to look a little bit more specifically about when you actually have an accident, and also going to look at that personal liability and property damage coverage, PLPD. What exactly is it, and do you need it? So right now, I'm just going to look at some things regarding car insurance and the fact that most people don't realize car insurance is not only to protect your car if you get into an accident or if you hit something or something hits your car, but it's overall protection for your finances. Because in the state of Illinois, if you get into an accident and you are the person at fault in that accident, then not only do you have the damage to contend with, but you have the possibility of someone being injured, or, worst case scenario, someone is killed in the accident. And then you have to deal with this lawsuit that follows. And what is your protection in a lawsuit when it comes to your car, and how you protect your personal finances in the event of a suit? So the important part of your auto policy that people tend to neglect to look at is the liability coverage limit. So your liability limit on your car is not just to cover the cost of replacing that automobile, but it's to protect your entire financial holdings, whether it's your income, your home, the value of your home, or value of other property that you have. You want that liability limit to be set to protect all of that. So when you're sitting down with your agent and they're telling you what you need in terms of a policy and limitations, then you just want to make sure that your liability limits are set properly. That's how you financially protect yourself. So this PLPD insurance, it's something that you can carry on your car, and it's possible that you'll never have to file a claim. But insurance is a game of chance, and perhaps your car doesn't get damaged, and you have car insurance, but you have no coverage to fix it. This is the point when you feel your car insurance is worthless because you don't have the proper coverage to fix the damage on your car. You're going to get what you pay for, and so that's why it's real important to know what's in the policy. PLPD does not cover physical damage to your car. It does, however, offer you protection for other types of losses. So PLPD covers injuries, pain, and suffering to others, depending on what state laws you have. Property damage, medical costs for you, automatically is included in liability policies if you live in a no-fault state. PLPD car insurance protects you against lawsuits. If you are at fault in a car accident, the insured party is going to want compensation. So without car insurance, you're going to be held financially responsible and potentially forced to pay for all the damages out of your own pocket. So most people cannot afford to self-insure, which is why most states require at least PLPD to be purchased for all drivers. So in the state of Illinois, the limit, the base policy limit is $25,000 in liability coverage. And that honestly is a very low amount, but the state of Illinois is just requiring that very minimum amount. Years without a claim may make you wonder if you need car insurance at all. Nothing ever happens, so why keep paying the premiums for it? Is it good to not have any claims? It will keep your insurance rate lower, and you can avoid claim hassles if you don't file a lot of claims. By continuing to carry your car insurance, you are legal to drive, and you have protection from possible future claims. So don't fall into the trap of thinking, I haven't had a claim, I haven't used the insurance, so why do I have to keep paying for it? It's protection. Insurance overall is protection against the what if in life. So car insurance is for physical damage repair. Car insurance can pay to repair your vehicle after an accident, depending on the coverage that you select. And a vehicle is often a major expense. Today, you're paying anywhere from $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for an automobile, and you really do need to make sure it's protected. Comprehensive and collision each offer coverage for physical damage, which comes with a lot of rules regarding what is covered and what is not. Comprehensive, like we talked about the last time, is for anything other than a collision. So your comprehensive coverage is for fire, theft, vandalism, a deer hit your car, storm damage. They all fall under comprehensive, like the hail that we've had recently here in Illinois. Usually comprehensive is required in order to get roadside assistance. It's also required in order to purchase collision coverage. You can't have collision all by itself. Collision coverage protects your vehicle against accidents. So collision with automobiles, mailboxes, light posts, trees, any other kind of inanimate object. And a deductible is often required to be paid before getting your car repaired. Collision coverage most often comes to play when you are at fault or you do not know who damaged your vehicle. That's usually when you use that coverage. Car insurance is not for mechanical repairs. Unless your mechanical damage was caused by an exterior factor like vandalism or fire or a collision, your car insurance doesn't cover just mechanical repairs to your car. Wear and tear and bad workmanship is not something your car insurance handles. All mechanical repairs are your responsibility or possibly covered by your warranty if you have a warranty on your automobile. So unless, you have most cars offer a warranty when you purchase them. They want to let that run out because usually the need for that warranty usually happens later on after you've had the car a few years. Car insurance is for sudden accidental occurrences, not auto maintenance. And for those of you who feel like you have paid into your car insurance way more than you'll ever get out of it, consider yourself lucky. Claims, especially severe claims, are always best avoided. Think of car insurance as protection against the unthinkable. Car accidents occur every single day, and you're very blessed if you're not one of those car accidents or incidents. Each state mandates its own set of car insurance laws and enforces strict penalties when you're caught with driving without insurance. The car insurance laws not only protect you from yourself, but from the other driver on the road. So you want to keep your car insurance active at all times. You might be extremely grateful one day for that useless policy. So just wanted to kind of cover that in a nutshell, just the why do you need car insurance? No one expects to go out and have an accident. No one expects to, like the storm that's happening today, if there were lightning attached to today's storm and a tree was hit by lightning and then that tree hits your car. I've seen that happen right before my eyes. You're going to be thankful that you had insurance coverage. That little fender bender, that you didn't mean to have. these are the reasons why you have car insurance. Now, Country Financial coverage only has one real particular unique factor. We call it the keeper, and it's optional coverage that you can purchase, but it only applies to cars that are 3 years old and younger. And that coverage will actually pay to replace your car if it's totaled in an accident or some type of natural disaster totals your car. I know other companies offer what sounds like a total replacement, but usually the fine print kind of says other than that. But Country Financial does have the keeper. And again, it only applies to cars that are 3 years old and younger. So if you have a new car, I would shop and make sure you're getting the proper coverage for that brand new vehicle. The next thing we want to look at is this PLPD, this personal liability and property damage coverage that the states require. Sometimes they're called other things other than PLPD, but two categories is what it involves: personal liability and property damage. For either type of coverage to kick in, you generally have to be the at-fault party in the accident. Deductibles do not apply to either personal liability or personal property damage. If you're at fault in the accident, your insurance rates are sure to go up, but at least you will have, no worry, because the liability portion will make sure that claim is taken care of. PL, personal liability. So being negligent or at fault in an accident involving a vehicle makes you liable for the damages that you caused. Personal liability can cover the other person's injuries, their pain and suffering, if you are found to be at fault. So liability coverage is written as a fraction, like 20,000 over 40,000 on your insurance policy, and it's also referred to as bodily injury. The first number in the fraction is the maximum amount to be paid out per person. The second number in the fraction is the maximum to be paid out per accident. So if multiple people are injured in the accident, it is the first come, first serve, meaning whoever files a claim first has the first opportunity, as stated in the limit there. Maximum amount paid per person, maximum paid out per accident. It's important to understand that the maximum on your insurance card and what they will mean for the reality of your financial situation if you get in an accident, while the maximums are the ceiling for what the insurance company will have to pay, individuals are injured as a result of your driving can also try to hold you accountable for more than that. For example, John is texting and he's driving. He does not realize that the light turned red. He rear ends another vehicle with 4 passengers. All 4 passengers sustained minor injuries. John's personal liability limits are $100,000, $300,000. Each passenger goes after John's insurance company for $20,000 apiece for pain and suffering. Each is awarded a settlement because John was found to be at fault, and the amount pursued falls within the guidelines of less than $100,000 per person and not more than $300,000 per accident. If the limits are exceeded, the claimants can go after John personally. So if he didn't have enough liability coverage on his policy, but all of those people wanted to have their portion, then they could go after him personally for their pain and suffering. Another example, assume a similar scenario as we talked about with John. He T-bones another vehicle going through the intersection. 4 passengers are very seriously injured. John's personal liability limits are $100,000, $300,000. Each passenger goes after John's insurance company for the maximum to be paid out of $100,000 for medical expenses and pain and suffering. The problem is his policy will only cover up to $300,000 for the accident. 4 people hurt, each wanting $100,000, adds up to $400,000. So it's just an example, and it could be worked out in multiple ways. The fourth injured party to file a claim could potentially be left with no chance to collect from John's insurance policy. John does not have enough coverage to cover the damage and could possibly be sued and held personally liable from that fourth party. So again, you just want to make sure you have sufficient amount as a liability coverage. Coverage is for the other party, it's not for you. State minimum limits vary. Again, state of Illinois is $25.50. You have to check in other states what their limits are. Preferred limits minimum on a policy is $100, $300. If you need higher limits than that, you can also check to see if you need an umbrella policy that can add another layer of protection to you for liability purposes. The state of Michigan, I guess, we don't live there, but I guess they have different rules regarding injuries, and you'd need to, if you live in Michigan, you need to look into those particular rules, insurance rules. The PD, the property damage of the PLPD, the PD, property damage, is if you cause damage to property with your vehicle, such as another vehicle or a street sign, a mailbox, or anything else that's stationary. This coverage will be provided under property damage. Accidents do typically, they happen, so property damage is included in all vehicle insurances. The coverage is typically displayed right along with the personal liability. So you have 100,000, 300, and then you have another slash 100,000. The last 100,000 is for the property damage limit. So, for example, this John that we've been talking about, he hits a patch of ice. He slides into a parked vehicle on the side of the road. Damage to the parked vehicle will be covered under the property damage coverage on his car insurance policy. The vehicle will be repaired with no deductible. So, you know, it's a little bit different when you're hitting something that's just, you know, property damage. Just remember, there's no deductible. So key points here: covers property to others that are damaged by your vehicle. State minimums limit. So check with your insurance representative to make sure you're getting the limits for your state. Standard limits across the board is 100,000. Additional coverage can be added, but not for all states. Sometimes you're dealing with a mini tort or limited property damage. Depending on the laws in your state, you could be dealing with more than just paying for the property damage. Personal injury protection, accidental death coverage, and then property protection are all part of the PD. Anyone that's taking the time to read through their insurance policy is at risk for getting a headache. Industry jargon and the complicated phrasing make looking through a policy nearly impossible for the average driver. If you're not dealing with insurance terminology on a daily basis, it's extremely tough to stay on top of the legalese. But now, next time you hear the phrase PLPD, you'll know exactly what that coverage is and how that coverage protects you. So I'm so glad I was able to find that explanation and pass that on to you today. It's real important that, you know, as insurance goes, we don't want to be caught with the, I didn't know, you know, I don't know, I didn't know. The law, if I recall my law classes, ignorance is no excuse when it comes to the law. When you're standing before the judge, you get no points for not knowing. I also would like to talk a little bit today about the topics that we're going to be covering in the next few weeks, because we're going to turn from auto and we're going to turn from home and we're going to turn to life insurance and start talking about the different types of life insurance products that are available out there. And in case you are curious and want to look into life insurance, that is something I do sell, along with auto and home. I also sell commercial insurance, and so once we get done with the life, we'll tackle the commercial side of things. If you're a business owner, you want to make sure that your business is properly covered as well. But going into the life, I've got some country financial radio scripts that are just like little commercials regarding life. And so I want to just kind of go over those really quickly here, just to give us like a taste of what we are going to be looking at in the next few weeks. This one is regarding just general life. To skip the fancy coffee 3 days a week, pack your lunch for work, lower your cable bill. Small steps like these can have a big impact on your family's future by helping you save money to purchase a country financial life insurance policy. Life insurance doesn't have to be a difficult topic. When you're ready to start, call Cheryl Williams at our Grave Lake office. My number is 630-217-2759. That's my cell number. Because I'm ready to help you sit down and figure out what type of life policy you need. Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company and Country Investors Life Assurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois. For cost and complete coverage details, you want to contact me, your local representative. This next one is talking about a product that's called Universal Life. It's a policy that you don't hear of very often, and we'll just kind of slightly touch it in the next few weeks. But it says, will the life insurance you buy today still work for you 10 years from now? It can if you select an option that can change when you do. Call Cheryl Williams at 630-217-2759 to see how you can customize a universal life insurance policy from Country Financial to protect what you have today and fit your lifestyle in the future. Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company and Country Investors Life Assurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois. For cost and complete coverage details, contact Cheryl Williams. And then this next one is regarding term life. You didn't know there were so many different types of life insurance, but there really are. Term life, this commercial says, did you know that life insurance is more affordable than you think? A small step, like packing your lunch for work 3 days a week, could go toward the cost of a term life insurance policy from Country Financial. We want to help you turn I can't afford life insurance into I can start protecting my family today. Call Cheryl Williams at 630-217-2759 to get started. Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois. Cost per policy will vary. And then I believe the last one I have here is regarding whole life policy. And most people are familiar with a whole life policy. And this one says, when it comes to protecting the people you love, you want that protection to last a lifetime. A whole life insurance policy from Country Financial can help you do just that. Take the first step toward protecting your family today by calling Cheryl Williams at 630-217-2759. She will help you understand the types of benefits offered with whole life insurance. Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois. For cost and complete coverage details, contact Cheryl Williams. Okay, so those are just some little commercials just to warm us up on the topic of life insurance, which is what we're going to tackle in the next few weeks. I just want to direct you right now to where you're at on the GMAP1 site. When you are on the home page there, you'll see the country logo. And if you click that logo, you'll go directly to my website with Country Financial. And in that website, you'll be able to enter in your information and ask for a free quote. And that's on anything, a free quote on your auto, a free quote on your home, and a free quote for your life insurance. So when you hit my website, you'll see there a picture of myself, all my contact information, and then to the side, you'll be able to fill out the information for a free quote if you'd like. And I'd like to just give a promotion that we're still doing through the month of July, which is called Refer a Friend. And we're giving away a chance to win a $1,000 Visa gift card, but this ends on July 31st. So you have to contact us with a referral. We'll register you for the drawing, and we just need you to fill out this information, your name, your email, your phone, the referral's name, their email, their phone number, and then what relationship are they to you. Once you give us that information, you're entered in for the drawing. You can enter in for the drawing as many times as you'd like. Just refer as many people as you'd like. But when you do the referral, make sure you add my name so that that referral comes to me and I can do the quote for that person. So I encourage you, take advantage of this $1,000 gift card offer. Not every day that you have the chance to win a $1,000 gift card. All right, so we're going to, like I said, be turning the page probably next week and diving into life insurance. I have the privilege as a Country Financial agent to sit down with families and discuss your entire financial picture. And nothing gives me greater pleasure than to be able to walk a family through what they have and then look at what they actually need. And it's not very often that I see people are totally covered, they're totally protected, they have everything in order. Having someone to sit down with you is very important if you're looking to secure your financial future. And that is really the goal for me in every appointment that I have, is to make sure that I have left you in a better position than when I found you. And whether or not I'm able to sell you anything or not, the information that you gain, the knowledge that you learn is all worth it. And if you change things in your life that make things better for you and your family, whether I get the sale or not is sometimes not even the goal. The goal is just for you to be better. So I would encourage you that if you're interested in sitting down with me and having a consultation, all of this is free. It doesn't cost you anything for me to come and sit down. Give me a call, 630-217-2759, or go to my website. And you just have to click on the country logo there on the screen. You can also access it under the partnership tab, and you'll see my country logo there as well. Click on that, and then give me your information, and I will get in touch with you. Well, it's been my pleasure to be with you today. I think I've possibly gone over my time maybe, but it was really a pleasure sharing with you today, and we look forward to sharing with you next week regarding life insurance. Until then, Cheryl Williams, Country Financial.
You save it.
So you buy stuff with it.
I put it in my piggy bank.
You can like buy a house, save it to buy your car.
Give it to charity. Save it for college. Put them in the bank.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. When you're ready to start, we're ready to help with auto insurance. Get started at countryfinancial.com/simple-steps.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. You're just standing there literally watching everything that you knew as your childhood, just the love in your home, and it's just going up in flames and there's nothing you can do about it.
I asked her, in the event that there was a tragedy or something happened, how would they rebuild? What would they do? And I think that's when it registered with her that they wouldn't be able to.
My parents had no mortgage, so they thought they needed no insurance. This was the time that we needed it. I just would have never dreamed. Thank goodness for Judy. She convinced me that we needed homeowners insurance. The morning after the fire, I called Judy, and she's like, "You don't worry about a thing."
So I got up to the Ramey household. I sat with her mom, and she cried. I cried. But I told her that things were going to be okay. Country would take care of her.
Judy and Country Financial were 100% put into our lives for a reason. We could have never afforded to build back another home like Country Financial has built, and I'm so thankful for that, truly.
Thank you so much.